description.
Alright, hey ladies and gentlemen, this is Hans the Ramen Raider coming at you with another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time. This is the show where I show you what to do with your instant noodles. And we come here today on a day that's a little fraught. Today we've got one that came all the way from Poland. This is Ajinomoto and their Oyakata range. And this is a miso ramen. Sounds interesting and good, and we are going to make it so that's what we're doing. Noodle block, and the zuppa base. Come on. Come on, that's why I use scissors. Come on. Alright, and that'll be for 3 minutes. So, why do I say today is fraught? Well, today they have done something, them being they who do things, that finding very irritating. So, there's a thing called de minimis. What is de minimis? Okay, so when you go on eBay, for example, and you look up a really old vintage 78 RPM record, right? Say it's a record you've been looking for, and it's very hard to find, and it's from Great Britain. Well, it used to be if you wanted something, say that it was about $200, you got up to $200, and above that you'd have to pay duties, import fees, all that stuff. Now it's down to $0. So if you want to go online and go find, if you can find a place that'll do this for you, and find, say, some Indomie, or perhaps this one that's from Poland, you're gonna have to pay separate duties on it when it shows up. And yeah, so this particular variety I'm showing you today was one that a kind donor sent in from Poland. Thank you again. Well, what do you think the likelihood that people are going to be able to send me stuff, or would want to, knowing that on my end I'm going to have to shell out some cash, even if it's something they're sending for free? I guess it can either be a percentage or just a flat rate. So I don't know, but this is going to be a big deal, a really big deal. And the idea is that you won't there won't be drug trafficking. I don't know. Do people like put fentanyl in the mail? They're gonna do illegal stuff no matter what, so that's like non sequitur. The idea that you're gonna gain a whole bunch, that like, we're losing so much money because people are doing this and this. It's just like, dude, irritating. Very irritating. So it's a bunch of BS. But what do you do? Not much you can do. I don't like that end of the stick. Oh, well, there's really nothing you can do about it, so you just gotta, But I've got two things coming. One's from Japan, one's from Europe. I am very curious what's going to happen with those. Am I going to get like a notice in the mail that I got to go to the post office and shell out some cash to receive these items? I don't know. Are they just going to... I don't know. So it's bad. It's really bad, especially for people in my little community that are instant noodle content creators. We're like SOL when it comes to getting stuff then, unless we want to shell out more. And even then, a lot of these postal services in other countries aren't even going to deal with that. They're going to be like, no, you're Korea, Australia, Japan, they're not doing shipping. Mine got out under the line just right before they decided to shut their doors for stuff going to the US. So, I mean, what I do is highly international, right? I mean, if I ended up getting stuck due to paying the government just to try products that aren't available here or manufactured here or have a demand here, just because those are really honestly supposed to be set up to protect our markets, then it really puts me at a disadvantage. So thanks. I like the noodle. Could you imagine though, if all I could review were domestic instant noodle varieties? Boy, glad I'm 200 reviews ahead. Oh. This is interesting. You know what this miso reminds me of would be like a duck instant noodle. No fooling. Quack, quack. I'm going to use this bowl that I found at the thrift store. This bowl right here. It's a big, deep bowl. I switched the lens on my camera, too. The 14 millimeter lens that I was using that was just like enormous just wasn't working out. So it was time and I gave it a go. But I'm going back to the kit lens. I'm going back to the 1855. For what I do, I definitely can say that that lens has really treated me well insofar as like taking pictures of packaging. I've got a Nikon with that on my copy stand. It works great for that. I remember when I first got that camera, I was thinking, oh, I must need a better lens. I got a 400 mil and it was horrible. It was like the distance I had to have in a way to be able to take the picture, it just wouldn't work. There's no way. I would have to stand like 5 feet above the thing, and that's like not really conducive. Doesn't make me smile. And I demand smiles, ladies and gentlemen. I demand them. Oh, that's right. I had 2 eggs pop, so I only have 2 eggs today. That sucks. Now I'm debating on using this one or the other one. It's a very, very light colored miso, I gotta say. It's got flavor. It tastes very much like a duck variety, like I said, and it's just kind of like, eh. Okay, come on. One. Ooh, there we go. Could have been a little deeper, but it's all about how deep the cut is. Okay, there's that. Deep as in how high on the egg you cut it. Because if you slice it too low, you'll get something like that. And if you slice it too high, you'll get that too. But if you just get it right in the middle, then it's groovy. Some scallion, or unhealthy large amount of scallion. I don't know why, but that sticks out in my memory as just being really funny. You use an unhealthy amount of scallion, sir. Like, it's a vegetable. Don't give me no guff. That's the thing I've noticed too. Now, the scallions I see and can get, they used to come from Mexico and they were great. The ones that are here, oh my God. They're like, I'll get one that's nice, big, thick, ready, you know? And then I'll get one that's like wispy. I mean, I'll get one that's the size of what? The diameter of a boba straw, like a bubble tea straw. And then I'll get one that's about the diameter of like a knitting needle. I mean, it's very non-good. That's what I say. You know what? I've had this thing on my counter flopping around for quite a while. This is a little sachet of shichimi, and I'm going to use that today. I need to save this because it's going to be red. It's like, well, then use it, fool. So I'm going to use it. I hear the children already getting up in arms about something. Put you all right there. I think that's safe. And so here we are, a kind of run-of-the-mill miso variety. Not super impressive, but definitely interesting. And yeah, there we go. Well, what do we have next in our cavalcade of Polish varieties? We're coming to the end. We got this one and then one more after this. This one, what does that mean? What is that long word? It's borscht. So it's red beet and yeah, should be interesting. Anyways, this has been Hans the Ramen Raider wishing you enjoyment of your noodles each and every day. Have a good one. Bye-bye.